Hey guys, and welcome back to the bond account, and welcome back to our for rent-free workshop. So as you can see, I've just been doing some AFK crafting of the Dragonstone necklaces. But if you can see by our chat box, we have two very important messages on our Grand Exchange. Now, for the past couple of months, we've had the school lanterns in pretty much since the end of the last double XP, and I threw them in at multiple price points. And looking at that offer, and looking at the messages we received from the Grand Exchange, we've sold at two different price points. So we're just going to go to the Grand Exchange now and see what we managed to sell for school lanterns for. Because if school lanterns are back up in price, it could be very much worth our while to actually go and make some more school lanterns. So as you can see, we managed to sell 3 at 2.2 mil, which was our very much low ball offer. And this was done just so once these were sold, it would sort of raise alarm bells that they were starting to go back up in price again. But not only that, we've also managed to sell 5 at 3.5 mil, which is probably like the best part of 2.5 mil profit per lantern. And then we've also managed to sell 2 at a price of 3.9 mil as well. So we've managed to hit all of our sort of milestones for our lanterns. And my opinion now is, with the amount of lanterns we've got in our bank, we've got the best part of like 58 lanterns. Between tier 60 and tier 70, I think now's the time to go back and do the rituals, upgrade these lanterns, and just have them in the Grand Exchange sitting for that price. I think currently as well, where we're sort of sitting, a double XP seems to be looming. And when a double XP is looming, that's when like the prices of lanterns and the death guards as well will go quite high, because they are very much the ideal candidate to use for invention training during a double XP, because they're relatively cheap but also very good items to use as well, and people can also upgrade their own if they wanted to as well. So yeah, maybe now's the time we can sort of set our traps, make all of our items, use all of our bars, have them on the Grand Exchange sitting, and then we can move off and do it. Now, we've been saying it for multiple times now, we do need to go off in quest, but I do think it'd be more important to have these items selling on the Grand Exchange in the meantime, just so it could claw us some profit, or it can make us some money while we're off doing other things, and it just means it gives us more of a chance to be in profit more than anything as well. So what I'm going to go and do, I'm going to go and buy some stuff I need to upgrade this. So I bought some miasma runes. I'll probably need to buy some bone runes at some point as well. And I'm just going to go and check like what kind of margin we're looking at for a tier 80. If I can see quite clearly that like the profit's there and the price is there, then we know that we're in. So very good though either way. Other stuff as well, Dragonstone necklaces have sold for 15.5k. We've got another sort of 2-ish k which we've made. They're on the Grand Exchange selling for the same sort of price. If they don't sell, I'll probably end up turning them into the tier 99 porters, because we will be moving into skilling at some point. Probably archaeology or maybe something else, but we do need stuff to AFK in the meantime as well. So what we're going to do is just check this price for the tier 80 now. I'm going to throw 5 mil in. Don't think it will sell for that price. It'll probably sell more towards 4 mil. It'll just see where we stand. As you can see, we have actually sold that to ourselves. So we do know we have the max price for the school lantern tier 80, which to me kind of hints at low volumes sort of striking. So yeah, it's good to see, and this is why we've had them in for the Grand Exchange for so long. So if they did finally sell, we knew straight away we could go in and cash. I just didn't expect all of them to sell, and they really did move quite quick. So yeah, so what we're going to go and do, go to the ritual sites, go and get them all done. I'll come back when we've upgraded all the different lanterns though, because I don't really want to show it because it's quite long and tedious, and I think it's kind of a waste of video. And then we'll come back towards the end and when we're done. So pretty painless, we're just working through the last couple we have left. We do have a couple of odds numbers of the bars, so there might be the case we go and do a couple of death guards just to test like margins and stuff, see if death guards are more worthwhile doing, or we just end up spending them on lanterns anyway. But we're pretty much there and done now. So what I'm going to do is just clean up the rest of the info, rest of the bank, throw them on the Grand Exchange, and then probably leave them a couple of days, and then we'll come back and we'll see how we get on. In the meantime, all I'll probably be doing is things like daily challenges, spins, and then also logging in to do our keys as well. Right, so we are back. We've started to sell a couple of those school lanterns at 3.5 mil, which is really good. I'm going to leave them in. I'm going to withdraw this one lantern because I actually do need a lantern because I'm going to harvest the one in my invo. So we managed to sell those for 222. Again, a bit low on my end, but it was my warning sort of lanterns. And we sold these for 3.5, and we also sold some for 3.9, which is why it's always good to have them in the Grand Exchange just in case. I'm going to take out this Ranar offer because it's never going to buy again, and that's going to be another 22 mil to the pouch. And also we've got 73 mil here in Dragonstone necklaces. So we have a big cash stack at the minute, and that's without these selling. This is 202 mil here. And we've also got another 43 mil in the Dragonstones, and I'm pretty sure as well, we've got a decent little cash stack or value in the bank as well. Yeah, the bank's got 340 mil. So what I'm going to do is actually make some purchases for the account. I'm going to make some upgrades, and to be honest, it's something I've kind of held back on doing for the account. I've not really gone and purchased a lot of things. So one thing I did last night, I went and picked up some chronos. So they should be in my info, yes. So we're going to go to the Archaeology Guild, and we're going to go and buy the blueprints for the auto screener, which is going to be big for archaeology. When I can find the book. There it is. Now, archaeology is going to be important for us because it's going to be our AFK. It's going to be a good way for us to train our archaeology as well. It's going to be a good way to train our invention because we're going to buy ourselves a little present in a second. But here we go. We're going to go and buy the blueprints for that. And also, I'm debating going to buy a couple more of the old chronos just to give me the upgrades as well. But I'm debating that. But we'll see. So, back to the Grand Exchange. Now, I do need to buy another Death Ward as well. Is it Death Ward? Death Guard, sorry. Death Guard. So, let's go and buy a Death Guard. And this is also good for us to see like what sort of price Death Guard is, because it'd be very similar in making one compared to a Lantern. Right, so they're higher. Okay, that might be something for us to go and do in a little bit. Okay, so if I need to do some more insole bars and we do a couple of Death Guards, yeah, so be it. Right, so the Invention Workbench. So we're going to look for skilling support. Skilling... Risk support. I don't know why it's not there. Oh, I need to discover it. Right, okay, yeah, good point. Penguin. Auto Screener. So we need 15 more variable components and 15 more precious. Right, so I need to buy some more unsold bars. I was going to buy 200 of each because it's nice to have it on stock as well. And Orichalcum is expensive at a minute. Right, so roughly we're going to be paying 24k a bar, which is fine. And this is the thing, like the necromancy bars, they really are, compared to like the profit going to make, they're so like cheap. So cheap. Right, first thing I'm going to buy is a big upgrade. I'm going to buy myself a Scripture of When. Because I think even to like the highest tier of PVM, I'm still going to use it. And it's going to be a massive DPS increase, especially like at this combat level as well. It'd be pretty huge. And then also, I'm going to go and buy myself a Grace of the... How much is the Dark? No, yeah. We'll buy the entry level one. And this will be huge because it just means that it will just be so nice. And I'm going to buy myself a big chunk of incandescent energy because we are going to need the porters. So yeah, big chunk invested in us, but I think there'll be very much worthwhile stuff as well. So something else I will probably buy once all those have sold in the Grand Exchange is a brooch. I think a brooch will be massive for us and it'll probably be the last big purchase of this account for a while. And I won't generally buy anything else until the brooch has been paid for. But yeah, they're two pretty huge upgrades. So I'm just going to go throw these into my furnace. And then in terms of today, so the quest list I need to do is Lost City, Shiloh, Smoking Kills, Luna, and Fort Ferimfree. And then as well as that, I've also got to do some Hermit as well. I managed to get another Hermit plate last night, so I've got 7. But I need 10 for the tier 80. The tier 80 will be a really nice upgrade for us. So we'll get back to it and get back on with it as well. But I do think I need to make another Death Guard before going because like I should harvest my stuff. Actually, I'm going to harvest it now because then I've got motivation to go and do it. So, tier 10. Actually, give me some precious components. And there we go. Boom. 72 invention. Alchemizer as well. Pretty nice. But although it's just normal alka. Not the absolute best one. But some very nice stuff there as well. Mainly for the goblin tech. But, yeah. So I'm going to probably go and make some of these insole bars, just enough to upgrade my Death Guard, and then we'll get going with everything else again. But that's going to be the end of this video. Some big progress, some big buys, and also some big movements towards future content. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you have, please make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next episode.